and we are live. Hello. Turning out the music. Hello. I'm Vincent, VNNZ Bogo, your local half elven robot VTuber from Indonesia. And my house is very loud. Anyway, I'm here with. Oh, I think my. Forget my reactive is big because of the last time. Hang on. Vincent, you should have checked. Why did I not check? I am made of stupid. I think my audio is okay, so I should go back to just creator mode. I think that should be bigger. Anyway, I am with Khist today, playing what was the game's name? Slay the Princess. There we go. Evening. Yeah. Yeah. No. Shit. God, I should, ooh, hello there. Thank God the audio works. Hey, Dev. Oh, is it SL? And out. Hichi. Oh. Hello, Bandit 2. Holy shit. SL Bandit. Lenora. You know what I forgot? Because I was doing the trigger warning. But yes, there is a trigger warning. You could do exclamation mark TW to check the trigger warning, which I only put like general, but there's like a full list on their website, which is what you are reading currently right now. So I'm just gonna, while I do that, I'll advertise myself all over the place, because, yeah. Vincent basically forgot to, Vincent forgot to do stuff because he was hyper-focusing on the trigger warning. That I did. That I ultimately did. Anywho, I feel like I should advertise there. Anywho, what did I forget? What did I forget? I think that's it, right? Give me a bit. Hang on, hang on. Sorry, needed to handle some stuff. Why did I? I am very confused with. Why did the chat not appear on my phone? Anyway, I'm getting some food at the moment. Yeah, sorry. We have a puppy problem, so that's why we were all over the place. Vincent is not liking the puppy. Lots of bad thoughts. Yet, you don't have to share that, kids. Come on. I thought we need to be, well, open. Anyway, yeah, we're playing Slay the Princess, because I think me and Khist kind of planned this, but we didn't have the game until recently. So, yeah, we... well, we have like a few games that we wanted to play and think we're gonna try Coffee Talk in a bit too. And yes, you did hear right, puppy. That we have for about 2 weeks, and I'm on knife edge about the puppy. Anywho, yeah, they got a new puppers. Yeah. Anyway, again, as I mentioned above, you could do exclamation mark, trigger warning, or TW. I think just TW. And it'll give you the trigger warning that is appear on the screen, kinda. But we'll try and read it. This is a horror game, and it is not intended for all audience. Please visit our website, linked in the thingy. If you need full list of content warning, Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as parallax effect that, on rare occasion, has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in game preference. Yada yada. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspective and new beginnings. This is, after all, a love story. I don't think it's a love story. Kind of hard to see it as a love story, honestly. I mean, sometimes, you know, I love the voice acting in the game. That's what we hear too.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the
that's nice.
Is a cabin.
Yeah, the parallax feels so nice.
Is a
it's so nice.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Can I just... No, Kiss. No. No. Explore the end of our world? What are you talking about? Have you ever considered that maybe the only reason he's going to end us because he's locked up? Killing of Rizzo seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. We considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending. This is a Vincent response. Did I get some sort of reward for doing this? This feels more like you, Kiss. Nah, honestly, if I'm the one that chooses this, which I feel like I might be. Stares at Vincent. What choose this? Game be quiet, really? Yeah. Is it quiet? Huh? I mean, it is lower. Hang on. Game through this. I don't think you could. Game is quiet, really? The fuck? I'll try going 100%. Then... I mean, it is quiet regardless, I think. How about I do this? Gain, still 8. And then I'll put a limiter, which is -8. Is this better? I think so. Huh. I totally feel the game is just that quiet because we didn't really mess around with the settings. Yeah. I think it's just the general game. Or maybe I'll bump the limiter gain again. 12 maybe. I got a lot of background noise on my part. We'll have to see. Totally not going too good. Yeah. Do I think I'll let you handle this, guys? Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm the one that asked to play this game.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
I mean, you say that.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
But you don't... That's not...
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
That's not... Well, it's perfect now, and that's... At least that's good. No, Vincent, that's not... You know how... That's not how it works. We can't really compare this to D&D, because we can't compare it to your adventure, because your adventure actually makes it like you lay the princess. Not even makes it, you do lay the princess. Good times. Good times. The end of the world. What are you talking about? Killing princess seems kind of bad, doesn't it? No, I mean... I'm not into monarchs, but I'm into sleeping with monarchs. I really don't want to fight the narrator, so I'll just...
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Sims, I don't know who that is.
Don't
Callus.
believe
Hi,
a word
Callus.
she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're
What
supposed
do
to
we
save
know?
princesses, not slay them.
Huh. That's my voice. That's not even my voice. That doesn't seem to be something I would do. What do we know about the game so far? We did watch, I believe, or at least we believe to be the early build of the game, which is like ages ago. But as, you know, as that sentence just said, ages ago. So we aren't really in the know of what happened. You also didn't... Ah, I see.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm being hired to kill the princess, so might as well.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
That is so sus.
The blade is your implement.
Why did I say sus?
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You're part of the Gen Z now, Kizzy. Fuck. I mean, I might as well
You
street
take the
play.
blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world
That's
without
also the feeling we get, Callus.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the
Vincent,
princess
you know
really
I always
lives
carry
here,
a gun, right?
slaying her is probably doing
Not
her
in
a
this
favor.
game.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Your killer, apparently.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Kinky.
Don't let it fool you.
Kiss!
It's all part of the manipulation.
I'm just saying. Also, this is what I would ask.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I really want to buy the game. I mean, it's kind of cheap. No, I wouldn't say cheap.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
Oh
princess.
yeah, right. The cruiser
There's a
turns
heavy
into a
chain
plane.
around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Funnily enough, the voice of the game aren't the only voice you got in your head. We are here too. Yeah. So that's like, what, there's 3 viewers currently, according to the dashboard. And there's Vincent and me, so that's 5. The narrator, that's 6. The hero, that's 7. So there's 7 people. We have 7 people.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Oh. I bet it's the tattoo. It's the tattoo that gave it away, right?
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the 2 of us a chance to talk things out.
I am so sorry, Kiss. I put that in the in the thing. I'm gonna strangle you after this stream, Vincent. That's not even a promise. That is a reality.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare.
I mean,
It's
I'm being
fine.
paid to
We
kill.
can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I mean, I'm not much of a hero, and I do hate the monarch.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Is that a threat, lady?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I could see Vincent rolling his eyes now.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm
I've
probably
killed a
chained
lot
up in
of
this basement for a reason,
things.
right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Counterpoint, lady, I could just throw it.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Why did I lunge? Why don't I just...
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade
changed.
already sinking
I'm a
deep
bird.
into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
No hard feeling, lady.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Did
Do
I...
you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Why did I expect that? No, I was expecting, did you really think you killed what matters? Or something like that.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Oh, with that face, baby.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
You know, I could just step on the blade and...
But it's over, isn't it? She
Cassie,
stopped breathing moments ago.
look, I used to
Arrogant look
adventure.
still plastered on her face.
That's what I have to go to tell her. Every way that matters. That was the thing that I wanted to say. Callus, thank you. Again, I could have just, step on the blade and like... I know you've played D&D a lot, Kissy. Yeah. We want to make sure, no? I guess.
But is it over? Really over?
We could chop the head to make sure.
It's
wait.
over. Don't get all worked up.
Oh, fuck off, narrator.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that.
Oh.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
I mean, there's a lot of things he's not telling.
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back.
You have zero idea, Noko. The party that I keep getting into, they are not really murder hobos, just chaotic neutral at best. Honestly, I'm the murder hobo.
You lean down
welcome,
and wrap your
Hero.
hand around the blade's hilt.
Hello, I'm Kiss. You're not seeing Vincent, but hello. I think Vincent said I should shout you out. Welcome.
But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Nah, that wasn't too
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick, let's get out of here.
No, I'm dead, but dude.
It's too late for that now. You collapse to the
I
ground
told
as the
you to
mortally
just-
wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your
I
ribs.
hate you, Kiss. Experience, Vincent. Experience.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Practically, yeah?
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate?
That wasn't hesitation!
It doesn't
Vincent,
matter.
thanks for these shoutouts.
At least you managed to take her with you.
That's alright, we just wanted to shut you up.
For whatever that's worth.
God, this is so dumb.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh, chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods.
Just gonna save. No.
You're here to slay her.
I might set
If
things
you
up before
don't,
my raid debut soon.
it will
That
be
sounds
the
fun.
end of the
Good luck with
world.
the raid debut.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere
That
and stab
sounded
us
like
again.
me. There we go.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank
No,
our
no,
blade
that
into
sounded-
her heart, she
that
just
sounded like
got up
me.
and started stabbing us.
No, you would be a bit more cynical. You would bad talk the narrator. Yeah.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything.
Couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
True.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Hmm. It sounded like I'm bored, but it's mostly like, I mean, if we're gonna be
The
stuck here.
interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting
Can I
as
really
shattered
not use my
glass.
guns, Vincent?
The only furniture of note is a pointed
You're in
table
a video
with
game.
a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I could just use my fist. The table. Table sounds like a good idea. Go to the...
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
There's a mirror.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
There
It's
we
a
go.
mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Can't we just drag Nam here? I think she would love it here.
You take the blade from the table.
No, you're
It
right,
would be
because
difficult to slay the princess
I
and
would
save the
probably
world
like
without a weapon.
like it here.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out
No,
of your
chain
head.
dragging against the floor would sound
Her
very different.
grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah,
Oh, you can't laugh
she
on there.
thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this
Oh,
time.
that doesn't sound like me.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
What do you mean we're not safe here?
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
No,
She's
we're
trying
not.
to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
That's 50-50, lady.
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
You do remember.
But
Oh,
I
flattered.
don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
Oh, you got a point, cheated.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
The viewers. Stares at the viewers.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The
You're
thing
also
she's
lying,
lying about is
narrator.
how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Squints. But that's exactly what
Would
happened.
I just lie?
Yes.
Just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
That is something I would do.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is
Kind of
only going to
hurts
make it
when
worse for
the
you when it
context is
actually
like we're
happens.
plural. Huh. Just thought things through. I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I would rather not do that again.
But if we
That's how I
kill
would
each
sound.
other, then why are we here? Right now. Both of us normal and unstabbed.
Time travel, alternate universe. I think something with Nemia's magic. Alternate timeline? That could be a thing too, right? This isn't real, and I shouldn't be here. Okay, what are we gonna go fine, go. Screw it. No, let's not go to the obvious. Because I know you have a knife, I'll let you like to try you with your sister. Can we just lock things? I don't have to get look. I know what you're at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be. That doesn't sound like me. But if we're both honest,
That doesn't sound like me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
I feel she has applause.
She certainly feels threatening.
I think threatening is like an
Just
understatement.
because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Claws, nails. Punched hard enough? I know Elden could punch a hole through someone's stomach.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second guessing yourself and do your job.
Why don't you do
But
my
I'm
job, narrator?
nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
That's not really how it...
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
That's fair.
Please don't let her out of here.
I don't know. See, he's
Believe
making
it or
a
not, I
very...
think I'm actually with him on this.
Oh, come on, cheated.
Okay, but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
Not really, no. Activities like stabbing, cutting.
Yes, I mean, maybe. I've never done any of those things, but there is something alluring about the sound of it.
What was the thing you said, Vincent? God, don't. I love it when a woman could kill me in an instant. Yes.
I think it would also be fun to do other activities like look at a bird or touch a tree.
Oh, you're not a druid, are you?
Okay, now listen. You're not actually buying this, are you? Listen. Yes, I would like to look at a bird.
I mean, it's nighttime. I don't
You
think
can
you
look
could...
at a bird later. But if we look at a bird now, we wouldn't have to be here.
Are you sure you're the voice of the hero
He
and not
has
the
a
voice of the
point.
child?
Just
God
make
damn
a
it, Cheetah.
decision
At
already.
this moment that he knew, he fucked up.
That sounded like the hero's problem.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Your cleavage. I'm not telling that other place. 2 places even. The
And why
chain,
would
I
I
suppose?
stab you to death?
And you have a
I
long
don't
sleeve
know
dress.
you.
There's like a
You
lot of
haven't
places.
given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
I do not know what TMA is. What would I?
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention
Behind her back.
stabbing
There we go.
anyone
Behind
to
her
death.
back.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
She is very armed and dangerous. Grr. We are not horny for the princess. I mean, I've dated a lot of unhinged girls. Nice. Look at how she stands there. Yeah. I swear, I'm just torturing Vincent at this point. But it's good.
Of course I won't.
Against your better judgment,
This
you
still
walk
looks
across
pretty.
the room to within arm's reach of the princess. I don't like the way you said within arm's reach. You hear the horrible sound of metal
There you
slicing
go.
through meat. Whose meat? Not ours. Hers, at first. Then yours. Your neck, specifically.
Hehe.
Oh wow, that is a huge knife.
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade.
That was my
and the
other
limp sack
answer.
of flesh that was once her arm.
Your answer was claw. Was my fifth answer? Your answer was still a claw. Whatever, Vincent.
You're going to die now.
Thumbs up.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh god, I'm waking up again.
You're on a path in the woods.
This is not the
Fuck
woods.
that. If we're going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
This is not.
You're what? I feel dizzy.
Oh. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, is constricting mess, of course, and what did you just do? We died? Oh, I'll give you that.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
You apparently
The
cheated.
circle's getting smaller
Oh, hey,
and
Abdul.
smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. I have to fight.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win?
Oh,
every
fuck
time?
off, Broken.
It hurts being sliced to pieces.
Nice.
We're better off just sitting up here.
It's
and
just a
doing
flesh
nothing.
wound. Fucking flesh wound. We're alive now, no? Fucking flesh wound. We got open. I've been better. Yeah, exactly, Noko. Just a scratch.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is a third time.
This is our third?
Yep.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
Well, it's an interesting concept.
That can't be right, that's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
I mean, I've killed a demigod once.
Let's just stay focused, shall we?
You've injured a demigod once. Beaten to death. Beaten a demigod to death. I'll give you that you actually leave that demigod in just barely. But no, you didn't kill him. I like my head cannon better, Vincent. Fucking. I'll be
The only
fine.
furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there.
So is this how
Difficult to
having
slay the
multi
princess and
voices
save the
feel?
world without a
Practically. Welcome to being plural 101. You could read what is plurality in plural. This is kind of close to how we usually interact. No comment on that. Yeah, you're fucking right.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
But with practice, that's the only bad side of it, Callus, yes.
That's right,
At
we've
least in
got
this
to be
game.
able to win eventually. And what if we never do?
So,
Try
are
again.
you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to
There's
get
no
started just
entrance
as
to
much
the-
as you would, but how are we
go.
supposed to get down there?
This is why I smoke.
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
No, there's a mirror.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again.
There you go. Getting rid of the midnight. I mean, we just died twice, James.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
You.
I can feel the air coming up.
I like
from
how Khist
behind
is
it,
like very pissed off with the
stinking of
narrator.
iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Press the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
I would love to see that, Callus. I would love to see that if people are actually
Let's just
suffering.
move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
You know we have a foot. Voice of the Broken sounded like Vincent. Fuck off.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It kind of pisses me off.
It was
Not gonna
never
lie.
there. Just an illusion.
Again, that pisses me off.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the
Oh, you're so
basement floor
pretty.
and the form of the princess
I was
comes into
expecting
view,
monster.
standing at a distance. She gives you a rub.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Finally.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Yeah, it's like
Thinking
changing.
about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing
Again,
that
we could
matters is
just.
survival.
We have a small knife. We could just throw.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win.
That's true.
once.
That's true, Cheetah.
Nothing
No,
bad
I'm
has
right.
come of it.
Yeah, I agree with
yet.
that.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Do they now? Do they really?
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
See, I'm with the hunted on this one.
Your internal
shit.
bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades,
God.
glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain, she's
Ow.
loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Maybe.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas. Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end
Yeah,
the
this is
world
such a
if
Khist
you
thing
don't
to do.
stop her.
You know, and
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
yes.
I'd rather not.
I rather yes.
It's not like she wants us anyway.
But she wants us, just not in a.
I'm fine
Yeah.
with it. Let's see where this goes.
I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? Give her a doll. Don't. Second option then. I just feel like I really have to. Yes, sure. Now let's just this.
A rosy blush flushes in the princess's cheeks, and
God,
a
this is
wide
such a
grin
bark
comes
run.
across her face.
I forgot you're like a ranger with bard flavoring, cause I mean, Yeah. I'm not a fucking I'm not fucking a bitch made of blades would probably cut my shit trying to. That's the difference between you and me, James.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too.
Oh shit. That actually works.
Damn, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
Shit.
But why mess around with appetizers when the main course is right here?
I mean, you could use that argument with dessert, honey.
Or not.
At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess close. She skewers you.
Damn. I mean, we did have like shut the fuck up, guys. Shut the fuck up. Hey, again, we had 2 dates. Technically, she is allowed to skewer us.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
Thank you, Smitten. Thank you.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
We're half dead. I say we're half dead. Not my Guru mangas. Yeah, exactly. Guru mangas.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
3 times, including this one.
This is 4.
Oh, this is a new one. Alright.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Sadly, it went past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Are you turning robotic?
I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Diplomacy 101. No, you're right, Vincent. Yeah, it's basic Diplomacy 101. You have 1 can't solve. God.
As long as we keep moving, we'll win her heart eventually.
Love you, Smitten.
Great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
We're going to appeal for her to buff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. Going to let her style, and we're going to have the stiff upper lip about it. We can't together if we don't let ours. That's not how it works, sadly, honey. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Doesn't work and kills you again, and again, and again, and again. You remember as the consciousness leaps from life to life. Bam.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Dying to you doesn't get me anywhere. Dying to myself, however.
That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
Oh God. Hi, Summer.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Just panic. Flee.
God, paranoid.
Skewers you.
Oh, damn.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
I'm kind of surprised the art slowly deteriorates. Isn't that the game? Like, pretty sure there's a furry round.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once.
True.
She's going to kill this body either way.
Hi, Cole.
So stop feeling what it feels.
Ooh, you sounded like me.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
It doesn't
I swear
matter
she
how
turns
many times
robotic.
this takes, we can't
Also, that is a
give
lot of blade.
up.
That's like 1, 2, 4. That's not a lot of blade.
Okay, let's go again. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. See? We're getting
Also, she
better.
turns crazier.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working. Think.
Hey, Skeptic.
Think. Skewers you. We're getting
Isn't this
close
just
to something, can't you
DID
feel
simulator
it?
then?
You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Rip. Well, that's unfortunate. Which really is your destruction. Oh.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Thank you,
Everything
cheated.
feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
No, actually, I'm very tempted to do that.
Over
Contrarian.
my dead body.
Okay, it's now stubborn. Sounds like Vincent. He does sound like me.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. I can't say I mind anymore.
How many people are there? in
Besides,
this?
what better way to die so very many times
sounds like
than
me.
at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
That sounds like Vincent.
They're all the same, really.
Okay, now just sounds like Eldon.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's fine. I'll just shut up then.
Only... It's more of a slide, we know. Yeah. Thank you.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
You're never part of this.
Don't care, just want to win.
There you go.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
I feel like this is a typical day inside Vincent's head. It's a lot more quieter. It's just as chaotic. It's just a bit more quieter. It's not that much of a people. Depending on the situation, honestly, most of the time it's a bit more quieter.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
We stitched ourselves back together. Huh.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
We're here anyway.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
You gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear
Yes,
about the new
chaotic, but not
thing.
murdery. More horny. No, you're right, because it's a bit more horny, but mostly just between me, you, and Eldon, kinda. I mean, sometimes jumps in if it's like for a girl, right? Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin
shit.
twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Would... Oh, come on, just beat me to it.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Oh, there we go. That sounds like us.
Divine.
Vincent said, oh my god. Hey, it's either Vincent or me, okay?
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Stubborn sounds like Vincent.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
There's no window,
That
contrarian.
looked painful.
That does look painful.
How is she still alive?
What?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is
Okay, we
fake.
could just
This is
throw
all fake.
the
That's
knife
all
onto
just
that
made
heart.
up.
Pretty sure we're at least be able to coordinate that.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
That is such a Gen Z humor. Fuck off, Vincent.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
That's not how this
Alright,
works.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Oh man, I wish it was that easy. Oh,
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
you do not act, and yet, through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
I feel like you should be the one narrating this. Fine. Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Anyway, thank you for them. I mean, the narrator's gone, right? You do so. Gaze into the reflection. Oh, you're gone, Vincent. God damn it. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. That is actually pretty cool. I kind of wish we, yeah. And starting in a bit, so. You are alone, in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin. Oh. Oh?
Something finds me
you're-
in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I think we'll run the ads first, maybe. Come on, hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. There we go. for a un. Yeah, welcome back, I suppose. Vincent thought we should probably do that. Anyway. Let her out of the know. I guess we could just use this. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here.
This is
and
so
I
fucked
too
up.
yearn to be free.
I am not paid enough to do this. The gift.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I mean, Callus, the trigger warning also points out there's like a lot of like existential horror. I'm a person.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
Fuck you.
We are
cares?
oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
You know, it's a bit too poetic in it. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Well, that is still terrifying on a completely different level.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
That's
The
interesting.
space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Like, this is surreal. This is very surreal. I do agree. Are you the princess then?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
That's a good context to know. Were you always the princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Not really, no. I suppose what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I'm working for you, so. How many?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You know, she got a point, Vincent. I only signed up because we were killing someone. So you admit you're a murder hobo. Yes. Good boy. You mean semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers.
Also,
and
it's not
something
exactly time
sprawling
loop, it's a parallel
and
event.
unlimited.
I feel it's more alternate universe type thing. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
What happens if I don't let you do this?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
We are not consuming. We haven't consumed Homestuck, so we cannot comment on that, cows. I mean, player-wise, you know, us-wise, we don't really forget about it. Yeah. Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
The real
is a
Slay the
cabin.
Princess starts here down.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Let's leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation
you're back,
than
hero.
to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He kind of knows what he's talking about.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around to get
Really
leave.
keen on wasting everyone's
Come
time.
on.
But it's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've
Hey, if we're
already
gonna
outlined
go
the stakes
around
of
in
the
circles,
situation.
might as well,
If you
right?
don't do your job, everyone dies.
Ah,
Like,
yeah.
dies.
Yeah, no.
Done.
You're right. Quietly
Your
continue though.
silence is deafening. But fine.
We're just gonna be the
Turn
silent
around
protagonists.
and trek back down the path you can.
I mean, if you're playing as that, I don't mind playing as that. Okay, this is... Narrator, if I'm being selfish, you fucking do it.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Is it really fated though? Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Not really, I don't think.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods,
There's-
something
that's,
strange starts to happen.
I don't think the cabin walks. Maybe the cabin does walk.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
You think we walk way too far that we kind of like, zoom out? Also, that's the exact feeling I'm feeling. Yeah, like you just kind of like went out of the realm of reality, basically.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. an infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to
Oh,
be.
I actually have a joke, Vincent. No. God, shut the fuck up, Monica.
Wait, what's going on?
This isn't. Don't you just go. Just, Monica, me out of this.
You're too stubborn
Into
for
this,
that,
sorry.
aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear
That is such a
around you,
horrible
you're
joke.
just going to do whatever you can
It's
to
a
shirk
joke
your
I only have.
responsibility
I'm
because
sorry.
you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
You could argue it goes both ways, narrator. If I go to the cabin and die, that could happen. If I walk away and suddenly a bear attacks me, I die. You know?
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The end. Chapter 2. The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I guess Donald Trump managed to build the wall. Fuck off, Kiss. No, look, it's walled off. No? You don't need to bring the MAGA jokes. It's the only joke I have.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
They didn't die, have they? Those
What are
walkers.
you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
I mean, if you want the princess to die, would it better to have someone else stumble upon her?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Okay, now that sounded like me. Yeah, that sounded like you.
He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
That is literally what we're doing.
If by ruining my day,
Yeah.
you mean ruining everyone's day forever,
Yeah.
then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
The world hasn't
The
ended
Daft Punk
yet.
song?
And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead. Oh, that's clever! A little boring.
We're just gonna stay here in this exact spot.
It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing?
Ah, maybe.
No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
Hey, me laying down on this, I guess dirt road is doing something.
Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing. Forever. Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? It's getting fuzzy.
Oh.
What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore.
Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
I was going to ask, did we do something wrong? Alright. I guess we fell asleep. I mean, that's a good reading. The world around you is unwound. It's physical matter replaced by a texture of nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. Forget the voices in your head, except me though. I'm the important one. Narcissus a-hole. There is a distant rumbling. A sound of many sounds. Undulations, pulse, louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Hands. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force, pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much strength in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Denial. Return to your destined path or face the consequences.
You're on a path in the woods.
I mean, technically, we face consequences with that, right? I guess. Sweet. I've always wanted to kill a monarch. Let's just be a dumb adventurer then.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Proceed to this cabin. There's
The
another ending
interior
here.
of the
You go
cabin
to the
is
cabin once
almost
the wall is up.
entirely bare. The air
True.
is stale and musty, and the floor the blade.
Good, let's just enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
This game probably has a ton of ending. That's what we hear. So, actually, I don't. We are kind of planning to maybe do all of them. 50-50 on that still, but I mean, if you wanna, we'll see.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
It
You're
will
playing
be
a dangerous
bit
game
longer.
by coming here unarmed.
That's what we also imagine, yeah. No, I mean, you're welcome there. Yeah.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I mean, considering she turned into like a body of blades.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been
Sus.
waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Forever?
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
And you're about to break? Kinda knew you would go that route, Vincent. I mean, I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank
She
you.
looks so innocent though. She looks so soft. 0 and 4. I think
You're
it
making
rotted.
a huge
That's
mistake.
my headcanon. It just rotted away.
No, you're doing the right thing.
I feel like I'm doing the right thing.
Walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
You didn't find a key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
I don't have the knife
She
with
offers
me.
the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Yeah, same. Yeah, true.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone
that's
else
fucked.
here?
Let's try
You
the
try
door.
the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Oh, you
You're
bastard.
here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
No, we could just fisticuff.
They
Would
heard
you
the doors
really
slam.
fisticuff?
They locked
No.
you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
shit.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth,
God.
her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Ooh.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Oh.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
You okay,
She didn't so
princess?
much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
That's the reason why I asked.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape
Hey
into
James,
the world.
apparently the narrator gonna do it himself.
As the princess approaches
Oh,
the bottom
with
stair,
us.
your
Fuck.
body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
You really can't just do that.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
It is not my fault, baby. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I know.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
That's not the goal, baby.
The
Resist.
blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid
It's a
hands.
story.
What are you
I
doing?
mean, that's also my headcanon, so.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Do it.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh god, not even a safe roll.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
No, keep going.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Exactly.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
I'm fine.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She'd apparently not, though it doesn't matter how...
What did we miss? She doesn't know how to use a knife, doesn't she? Well, I guess not in this iteration.
I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Because we can't force things to happen. He made our death slow because we resisted. True. Yep. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Hey,
If we're going to save our
There's my
beloved,
favorite voice.
we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Our beloved?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Wait, 4?
We'll see about that.
Wait,
Whatever
does
you
he
do,
know
just
about...
be sure to ignore him
No, I think it's a
specifically.
coincidence.
Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge
He's
you if
literally
that's
the
what it
cause
takes
of
to
his
get
own
you
problem,
moving.
true.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
More like you were controlling my body and...
You were the one who did us in, villain.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
Unfortunately.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, I mean, it wasn't... Yeah.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
True.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
We carried around a second partner.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I don't know. The princess might become a queen and be a good ruling. I don't fucking know.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered,
brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would. She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
That's the same thought.
Convoluted?
Yeah.
I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just gonna
right,
save them.
can't stop all of us.
True.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
Yep.
You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Yes, because we literally have only your word to go on, but of course it's true. You're the narrator, apparently. Let's talk
Just
about
be
this
quick
princess.
about it.
The only reason that she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is he supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Not really.
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
See, that sounded like you, because... No, you're right.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Honestly, who locked
People
her out?
locked her in that basement, and I told you
Laurel?
what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I mean, if they were the one locked, why not just kill her straight?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Sources.
You're the
Trust me,
only
bro.
person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
Love you,
It's
James.
just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were
I
special.
guess I'm gonna check on homie. Have a good Exodus stream. Good luck.
Of course you're special.
Good luck with your things,
Why
too.
else would you be here? Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
That's true.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
You're being a bit
I've told you
cagey.
everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Alright.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin. A warning. Before you go, she will lie. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do.
True.
But I also speak from the heart. My passions are... Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Don't pay their bickering any mind.
God, it's such a plural thing.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
No, this can't be this can't be the
The
cabin.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
A bit too fancy, isn't it?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
There's definitely more.
There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
You pissed off Khist. Hi, Nano. Let me SO you. Shut up. Don't know, pumpkin. Hi, Nana. What would you...
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
Okay, oh, that's nice.
What good would a mirror even do? You
We
waste
died a
time
few times
cleaning
already.
yourself instead of doing
I guess,
what needs to be done.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's whole
Very different.
super
Is
different.
it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Mostly because you weren't here, Smitten.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Oh, we certainly did get killed by
So
the princess.
focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
That's supposed to be American.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
This really isn't funny.
Not American.
You reach forward and rub your hand against, but it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know.
So we are a
can't
bird.
gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Not now. Let's just enter the basement. No blades. Let's just have a no
The
blade
door to
run.
the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
They're not scared of
Gold-trimmed
like getting,
carpet glimmers in the
eaten.
light of the torches positioned along the walls. The
It has
basement
multiple
almost
ending, by the way. Are you
seems
going to
welcoming in the
100%
dim
it?
firelight.
We are still deciding on that. No. I want to 100% it. Probably not live. Maybe. Oh, we should do it live. Come on. We'll think about it. Go. Fair.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I
A
said it's
soft
still
voice
beautiful.
carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful
I'm kind
than
of
last
sus
time.
at that point.
I
Somehow.
can hear wedding bells already.
Yeah, we're kind. Yeah, it's possible.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her
Can I say
charms
I'm
are
horny
all
for the
part of
princess?
manipulation.
No, you could. Yeah, we're just horny for the princess.
You walk down the stairs
Oh, wow,
and
she's
lock eyes
actually
with
a lot
the princess.
Dear.
There's a
somehow.
heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
I wish you could.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Oh, she
Did you
remembers.
hear that? She said we're dashing.
And
That's
she
actually
called us
new.
a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Tree.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
True.
Well, she killed us.
Please.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was
Okay.
self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
That's
I'd really
worth it.
hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end.
Oh, we
Now
died
I'm even
before it.
more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever
I
been.
wonder if we could do it
I
like 4
shan't let
times.
anyone convince us otherwise.
Pretty sure we could. Hopefully.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you.
No,
Just
I'm with
do
him. I'm
your
with him,
job.
narrator. Fuck off.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
God damn it, Khist. Oh, you did it last time.
If another version of me was pushed to such
Hero sounds reasonable like most of the time. It's
reason.
our hero, of course he sounds reasonable.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Yes, we are just doing our
She
best.
took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Rescue the
No.
princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't.
We would.
I would.
Told you.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
What, the narrator? With the narrator?
You approach
It's
the princess
accidentally.
and
Aw.
gingerly slide her hand from her
That's kind of
bindings.
sus. That's kind of sus, though, Khist.
Shouldn't have worked.
I mean, you know.
I'll be damned. We'll do
Smitten
it.
is Vincent at every word. Smitten is a mix of me and Vincent, kinda.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true
I'll say it's more
believer.
about you, Khist. I mean, half. I say half.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
No, that
Luckily
don't
for
matter.
Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Yeah.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
I guess walk out here?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in
I like how
his
the
heart.
soundtrack is also quite positive, like romantically positive. I thought we won't be commenting that. I mean, we both noticed it. It's just, I don't know, it's something,
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
We don't know that.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
You think?
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I mean, if you just want to leave.
That sounds perfect.
Yay.
The princess takes your hand, the
We're still a
last
third person,
hopes
though.
of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
You
That's
and
true.
the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? It's... Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Again?
That's a familiar move.
Very familiar move.
Did I do that last time?
Yes.
You should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
We're
She's
supposed
right.
to leave now.
It isn't fair, but the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true
Maybe
love.
the narrator is actually the villain. You know, at this point, like, I'm leaning to that.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
We met her like 6 times. I think it's 6.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Wait, that delusional voice is me.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think Vincent is more like the hero. I think we can try it open it. We tried it out.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
You know, that's literally what the cosmological part, the first ending that we had, said. Like, if we believe her, like, if we believe she could do it, right? Yeah. Yeah. Fun fact, everyone except Nerdo for now remembers it.
Nobody is leaving this basement.
Yeah, I think you got this.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle, and lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
There you go. I knew that was like a
I
hint.
told you she could do it.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Romantic haze, your love will set you free.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Oh no.
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
No.
Cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
I think that would kill us there. It happens again. But you didn't. Well, your turn. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
I mean, I guess we'll probably do that also.
Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah, it's fine. Just
But it
trust me.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Either way, yeah. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Bloat, you've grown. Oh. Ah. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh. You are at the cabin.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You know, it's kind of romantic. God damn it, kids. No, no, I mean, yeah, there's not. But like, it's kind of romantic how... Yeah, it is a love story, isn't it? It's not a horror story, it's a love story. Man, that is actually pretty beautiful. Wow. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
I mean, what does it feel to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Oh.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers.
No, there's no wrong answer.
Illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this
one
vessel?
is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
I really don't want to attack the entity. I feel like that's like a quick game over. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread. I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels
Fair.
you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Ready to go back?
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Oh. Ouch. Everything goes dark, and you die. Ow. Ow. Actually, I'm gonna feed the
You're on a
Caps for a
path
second.
in the woods.
Give us a bit. And we're back. I think we'll run the ads first, maybe? Yeah, we'll run the 30 ads and continue again, because I think somehow we managed to do it like an hour each route, so yeah. 30-second ads should start now. Now? Now. There we go. Fun fact, the dev legit just say cut by the game. Fuck it, go pirate. Alright, Ginst, ready? Yeah. The end of the world. What are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a prince lock away in a basement and dead?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you. Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason he's going to end the world is because he's locked
While
up?
I appreciate the mental...
Oh, we already did that. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
No, you're right. Cut someone else.
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm
You gotta do,
surprised at your
narrator.
reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules.
You do, actually.
No matter how much I wish I did.
You actually do. Well, kinda, in a way, you know. Maybe I'm
Of
okay
course
with
I
ending.
haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Quoting Vincent, in this economy, I think people just want the world to end.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Do I get a reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
I mean, could you just, give me a sneak peek?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
No, I don't think we're gonna do that joke. I mean,
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I think we'll just take the blade. Enter. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Oh, that's new.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful.
We've been
Is she
here.
really a threat to the world?
Are you here to kill me or something? I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
doing
you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
that. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
You really love her cold voice, don't you, Khist? Fortunately, yes.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship? Are you copying that to me? What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
So cold.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I mean, she can't trust that, so like it goes both ways. Why have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her. You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Same thing as last time.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. Right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Right, last time we did that too, so it's the same.
Don't just tell her that.
She needs to know.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
So that's a question I would love to
If
know.
I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Nope. There's some more
Sooner or
important ones
later,
here.
you'll
Yeah.
understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. And they'll be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
You walk up to the
She
chains,
looks
binding
tired.
the princess to the wall, and give
If
them a tug.
if I've been stuck in a basement with a chain for ages, I would be tired too.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in...
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
My girl.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Can I guess? Hey, I mean, again, if I've been stuck here,
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd
see,
be
even the
nonchalant about
hero
cutting our way
agrees.
out. Anything to find. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door of the... Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs.
I hate
This
that.
would have been so much easier. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Saves the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just a few cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you she didn't so much as utter a... Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Sure.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just... Wait, this isn't... Watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body Stop it. Stop resist. The blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
God, that sounds so fucking
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see
The
you in
narrator
another
sounds
life.
very the same. It's just, yeah.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything
Think
goes
it's done,
dark, and
you
you
die.
die. I hope it was worth it.
The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
Do I
I can
die?
assure you that you're not dead. And don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his
Hey,
mouth.
it's the skeptic.
There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree.
If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe... You know I can hear you. Those are two very... Let you...
I think we did. Sorry.
Sure. Anyway, I believe you're second. What do you mean? Yes, but in this purely hypothetical... If it's the latter, do you think the people there live... What a... Oh, you're talking it? No, I'm talking...
Just proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says.
Just go in.
Just go in. Take the knife. Did you just say... No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore
That's
this
such a
clown and
Vincent thing to
focus
do.
on the princess.
I mean it. Mm-hmm.
The interior of the cabin is less a
No, the table
cozy
is different.
woodland retreat.
It's more
and more like a dungeon.
jail. Yeah.
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll
I
need
don't
it if
understand
you want
Johnny
to do
Sims
this
talking
right.
to himself in the recording booth. Sounds like Vincent doing audio roleplay.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note?
There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade
I
sitting
think
on the table,
the
and the door to the
mirror
basement.
is supposed to
There's
be
nothing else in
like
here.
the gateway.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
I think you know.
Press the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the... This really is...
Wipe the mirror clean.
You
Nope.
reach forward. It was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Take the blade.
Good idea. Much better to be up.
Yep.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different... Now isn't
No,
that a
from-
novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. Oh,
Fuck
so
off.
focus up.
Fun fact, birds can see
The
glass.
door to the basement creaks
Oh,
open,
that's
revealing
cool.
an old stone staircase. A few
That is a really
sputtering
cool fun
torches
fact,
attempt
actually, yeah.
to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering
I
patches of
suppose that makes
slimy
sense.
moss on the stone
But are we
steps.
really a bird and not, I
If
don't
the
know,
princess
dinosaur?
lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Hmm? Yeah, kind of like a weird lizard thing, maybe. Lizards don't have like those like 3 claws though. Hmm.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
God, that sounds so fucking hot.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here.
You could say that again.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
I think this is like a constant though.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Well, I just pointed that out.
It was.
Yep.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Agreed.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Mm-hmm.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Again, my idea is just throw the fucking knife. But
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I'm saving you, honestly.
we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial,
But I know that you
it's
can
no
are
use.
opportunist cannibals
This
fact.
has complicated things.
You torture Vincent with that fact, Callus, please.
It's complicated things.
He's still not recovering from that.
Exactly. Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess,
The
and
last time we did
you
that, we
save
died.
the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Contingency? For what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
Fair.
I never said I wasn't.
Good to know.
Get it? It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly.
Maybe.
He gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again.
We didn't mess it up.
Moving
You were
on.
pushing.
Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters.
No,
Even saying
maybe you
that is
have
too
no
much.
idea. Sorry.
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire
That's
world,
sussy.
you need to accept that.
I do not like that.
I won't.
Same.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming. Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
The seats did say surgical.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
That was my guess.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
I kind of want to see that.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Yep.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
That kind of answers how
And
the
now you're
world
back.
works, though. So
Is
it
that
kind of
really all she
does time
knows?
travel, in a way.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work.
Kind
She's
of.
probably even more in the dark than we are.
We're not really that in the dark.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
We know the why. We kind of know the how. Oh
I
yeah.
don't know, but you could always try it on.
I'm tempted to try it on.
Maybe it'll fit.
Pretty sure it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Smack the
I
shackle.
wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Might as well learn.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
Pretty sure it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
It's back.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me?
That's pretty badass, not gonna lie.
Yes?
Huh.
Are we stuck here now?
Pretty sure we are. Prison of the mind.
Yes.
Become your own jailer.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Did you know this was
No.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
Good morning, Vincent. You look so different today. It's mostly because it's not Vincent. Hi, I'm Khist. Vincent's here though. Hi. Yep. Oh, that's the. Suppose if you are curious why, you could check this link. Yeah. It's kind of like an us thing currently. Because kind of want to play Slay the Princess. I do. Though it's nice to meet you, Princess Raska.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
Not really. I mean,
But there isn't. Time passes.
I'm surprised he doesn't turn cannibal.
It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same.
Actually,
It is cold
what I remember.
and silent.
That's Raska. I think it's quite early for you, isn't it?
At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
I suppose that's
She's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
true.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
My existence is a threat, then, narrator.
How exactly does that work?
Yeah.
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains
It's the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
That makes sense. Okay, and I see that. Makes sense why I see a lot of stereotypes referring to this
Suppose
today.
you're correct. Things are changing. The
Yeah.
differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger and larger.
I don't like small talk.
Fair.
That's rude.
Not really. I would be annoyed too.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense.
Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to
Guess we can't
starving?
really
We should have
grow old.
died by now if the rocks around us are starting to
I mean, we're
erode.
like this weird chicken bird lizard thing. Oh, my theory is still the bird, though.
She hasn't starved.
Which is a surprise.
I guess she hasn't.
Oh, we're caved
Even
in.
more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a
The
liquid,
chain isn't rotted,
covering the ground
weirdly
and
enough.
threatening to swallow you both.
Probably like, what,
Time continues to
adamantium?
pass.
Metal?
And pass, until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... And...
I think he's gone.
Oh, we're back in that area again.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
No, you're being eaten by the, Honestly, what is it, Vincent? I'll say at this point, I'm not too sure. I kind of see it as like a god kind of thing, like... I don't know. Isn't that the key on why we're playing this? Oh, there it goes. Bye-bye. You read again for that. But you do not get the chance to respawn. Nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
Sadly, no. You approach a mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. Decay. You've withered. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions
Good
than my
then, hello,
attention can bear to
greetings.
hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something
Welcome
new,
to
and to look away
us
is to reshape
too.
them yet again.
Welcome to the garage. I'm Vincent. You're just seeing Khist. Hi. Yeah, I really need to learn how to greet people, do I? You're doing fine. Yeah, if you say so.
All
I
of
hope
me
you're
is
doing okay.
changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Me too. You can't be contradiction. Contradiction don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle.
I am like just eating
There are no words
late night
that
noodles.
can
Oh, that's
describe
comfortable.
me into non-existence. There is
Anyway,
no
welcome,
logic
welcome.
that can bind my multitudes.
We are playing an existential crisis, the game. As you can see, even Vincent is still kind of like out of it with this game.
I am
It's very interesting, though.
everything that
This
you
is-
have known me to be, but I am also none
Yeah.
of it.
Kebetulan banget you're playing it. Yeah, I suppose to catch people up, that would mean like, this is the third time we've been here? They're about third time, yeah. Yeah. So, as far as me and Vincent know, we're trying to build an entity by not killing, I mean, so far, not killing the entity itself. It's, again, contradiction.
as easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurt the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. Nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I won't say resent. Are we? No, you were going to say you were saying this is an actual romance? The disclaimer literally say it's a love story, so I don't know. With that in mind, it does make sense story-wise. It's kind of a fucked up love story though, right? I suppose it's about loving yourself, maybe? God, no. It's just a theory. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not
I this
warn her.
imagery is like super
She doesn't
beautiful.
need to be protected any longer.
That's true. Do you know what happens to the world we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths.
I will strangle you,
attention is
Callus.
turned
I will
inward.
strangle you.
Except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Honestly, that is something I am very curious. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Once more, onto the breach.
You're on a path in.
We exhausted this, so... Actually, guys, I think we're gonna do your idea.
You make your way. We're not going to go through with this.
Oh, we can't. Fuck. Oh well.
The interior of the blade is your implement. You'll need it if
That's
you want
one
to
of
do
the
this
ending.
right.
That's not the opening. We did. As you can see, it also broke the Khist's brain. Fuck off. Basically, that was our fourth. Yeah. There's the one with the blade. And then there's the one where we didn't do shit. Then there's the one that we fell in love. And then the last one that you just saw, where we just turned her very cold, cynical. So this is our fifth iteration, technically. Take the blade.
You take the blade from.
Just sticking in here.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You
We
walk
never
down the
trying to.
stairs. She's so coldly beautiful.
We've been here.
Is she really a threat to the world?
I'm sorry if I'm just skipping. It's just like we've been here before. No. Okay, here you. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should. Don't you dare.
That in your grip.
You ignore the tremor.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking.
You step forward.
I thought we've
I'm
been
probably
here.
changing.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine, guess we're in the
I
main
guess
pass.
we are.
The
Fine.
love of everything, just or drop the blade. Do something.
Seriously.
Stare at the princess, squinting
I love her.
fierce.
I agree with you, Kita. I agree with you 100%. You're just simping for the cold princess. I'm just saying.
She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Yep.
You'll have to blink eventually.
Aw, can't. That sucks. Oh, man. Not drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of...
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the
Yeah,
princess.
it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
She was just threatening us. I'll take that as a sign that you're finally coming around.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here.
That's another hint. I mean,
I
you
was
see
kind
that,
of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the
Don't
war.
just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of... monster?
Honestly, you're a lot of things.
If
I'll
I'm
just be
supposed to
forward.
be capable of ending the world,
Right.
then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
No, I was hoping you would tell me,
Ending
honestly.
the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
They cannot tell me why, somehow.
That doesn't sound right to me.
That also
But I
doesn't
don't think
sound
it
right
sounds
to me.
right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
The
She has a
temptation
point.
is there.
There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a...
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't...
Like I said, it's all about trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess?
She's wrong.
Oh, have you decided?
You know what...
Yeah, let's just
That
keep you
seems like
locked
a
away.
pretty good compromise. Leaving
Yeah,
her
sure.
alive is too risky. If you don't...
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a
How's
choice.
at this point?
I know it's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch.
True.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the...
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed... Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she?
Nah.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with a heavy wooden table. Okay. You settle in against the far wall.
The
Watch
second option
basement
was
door.
hilarious.
It isn't long before you start to drift off.
Honestly, I feel that's
Your
more of
eyelids
Vincent
heavy
thing. Like,
with
oh,
fatigue.
okay, I guess I could just kill you now.
Sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the
I
other
hate
side
how
of the
you're
door.
right. Yeah. I'm in your mind for like how long?
I know you're still there. Why don't we make things
things easier on yourself and let me out.
What? Fuck off, Vincent.
It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
No.
It doesn't.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
How do I delete my own chat? You probably can't.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
We should be dead.
Where is she?
Thanks for
there it is.
helping me get out of that awful basement.
That actually surprises me.
You try and stumble to your feet, and as the princess
Okay, just
draws
scream
near,
for
it's
real
as though
or
your
what?
body
I think that's what
simply
Vincent also
stops
did.
working.
You're fine.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet. and then your
Again, there's a
legs.
trigger warning if you
You
do
lie prone on the floor of the cabin,
exclamation mark TW.
unable to do anything but witness her.
There's like a lot of trigger warning in this game.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She
You
steps
can.
closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs
Not the
stop
first
drawing
time.
in breath,
Every time we do that, you
and
kill
your
us.
heart
Because
freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
not really, we have a second chance, but
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry. Everything goes dark,
then you die.
and you die.
Chapter 2, The Nightmare. Got it, appreciate it, yeah.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is
Yeah,
a
the
cabin.
soundtrack is a lot more
And
horror.
in the basement, you're here to slay her. If you don't,
I'm getting a sense of deja
terrible
vu.
sense of day. If he doesn't remember, shh, that's a very good question. Shit. I
Hi,
think you'll
Paranoid.
find yourselves very hard pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first.
Don't
You
know.
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
That is new. That is super new. Holy shit.
We
Okay.
could go back and forth.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. I don't think lie. It doesn't matter.
Don't trust anyone. Yeah, sure.
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth
There's
wood of the walls
eyes.
almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a
There are
lone table,
eyes.
knocked on its side in the corner of the room. The blade is your. Hold on. What happened to the door?
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us.
I'm going to need all of you to pull. So deep breath in,
Deep
deep breath out.
You didn't say anything about the mirror
I
again.
was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there.
Nice.
What are you two? There isn't.
There is.
To look at it.
You keep saying there isn't. There is. Press the mirror again.
Walk up
It's just gonna be
it's really-
gone. There we go.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the... Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he... Very different. He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality.
Honestly, he does
Calm
this
down.
every time.
Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. So
You say
focus
this,
up.
you say that last
Look.
time too. Fine, take the blade.
You reach down. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though?
That arm is the
Couldn't
main
you have
character, not a
given us
human.
something
The
else?
main character isn't
Something-
human.
I
We're
don't
still
know.
arguing what we are.
Better than a knife? The blade is the only thing you need.
We are
Those
still
the words
arguing.
of someone who
I still
knows
think
he's
we're a
sending
bird
us
creature
to our
thing.
death.
I say we're like this weird dragon, maybe? A lizard with claws, in a way. I still think we're a bird. Enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a
I do not
series of
like this.
isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
I don't like this.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess
Are
lives
we
here, Slaying her
killing
would probably be doing her a
Lovecraftian
favor.
horror now?
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Not really. Was. Why is the option now here? I was. For context, Khist has been going like, can't we just throw the knife? It's a knife. It's a throwing knife. It's a small enough knife. I think that was your point, right? Yeah.
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even
Again, we
enough
could
to
just
do
fist it
anything
off,
against
but-
something like her in the first place, it'll be enough. Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
I have a feeling she doesn't want to talk to, but might as well try,
You
right?
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways.
I feel like we
Could
need to
be
go here.
anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
True.
I'm going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Well, so I thought it was gonna be the case. Giving us the option to go back. Do nothing. Go right, go left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. If it was me, actual Khist, I'll go. Also, I feel like going right.
You turn to the right.
That's creepy as hell.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Oh shit.
I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your
Oh,
legs
hey, it's
suddenly
Steph.
go numb. Your arms
Not my
quickly follow.
girlfriend. Don't do that. Well, she's wearing a mask.
This is it.
Not
isn't it?
everyone wearing a mask. It's deaf. Screw it to the eyes.
And you brought your
Oh, it's a
little
mask.
knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think!
Oh, you did say that last
What did
time.
you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Apparently she is.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart.
What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just stop.
Wait, what did... And then the extra stuff once more? Okay.
You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Just do what you can,
You
Paranoid.
have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Nerves. Heart.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Liver.
She isn't attacking us. Why?
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
I kind of want to just
Your
stop.
weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
I don't think that matters, my dude. Why won't you finish
Because
me?
I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
God, that's hot.
The princess leans
shit.
forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all
I hate
need
that
to do
noise.
is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. Shit, make her stop.
Hey, snap out of it.
Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart.
Also, I like this. I like this far more than the previous.
You're back.
Are we about to kiss? I wish we were about to kiss.
Liver, nerves, heart, nerves.
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that.
Lungs,
Ah,
nerves,
and there's the fear.
nerves. She pulls away. Liver,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Why
I
won't you
tried to
kill
leave
me?
while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
Lungs, liver,
And then?
Well, you died before I could get to the doors. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can
That seems to be a
live without
constant.
you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
I don't let you out, but
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Heart, lungs, liver,
neither one wants to make sure worse.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
We are not doing that joke.
heart, lungs,
At this point, I don't think we could fix her.
liver,
So, anyone want to make her worse? Anyone?
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Okay, what's
nerves. No!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster?
You got a point there, Paranoid.
Shit.
Yeah.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Oh, that's perfect.
I'll be right behind you.
Liver, nerves,
I don't want to go.
our back to her.
I was going to say
You're
that.
not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive.
Right. Heart, lungs, liver,
Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth.
She needs us alive.
Pretty sure she needs us alive to leave. Yes, I agree.
Heart, lungs, liver.
Let me go
What?
first.
Are you scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now. And besides, what if I lost track of you and dropped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen.
Lungs,
And I don't think you'd want that to happen either.
lungs,
So go on. Go ahead.
heart. She urges you forward, like one might a reluctant pet. Lungs, liver. You
Fine.
place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here.
I was going
Door
to
was
say.
from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him. I know he's
Oh,
messing
fine.
with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver. Thank
Nerves,
you.
heart.
And you? You'd really rather us? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I really don't want to slay.
You haven't even tried it. It'll open. You
Go to the fuck, okay.
Pull against the door.
There's not a door,
You're
no.
not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Heart. Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control. I never said I was. If I was in
You're
control,
kinda
why
in
would
the-
I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her.
No.
I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over.
No, the hero got a point. Slaying doesn't mean killing. Well, doesn't always mean killing. I mean, there's the other. We are not fucking the princess.
Liver. Nerves.
Party pooper.
Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic
Party
nervous system.
Right, right. Love you too, Vincent.
We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right. Lung. Liver. Okay, thanks. Heart. Lungs. Liver. You're terrible at this. I know, but I'm doing my best.
What are you doing?
Oh god.
Heart. Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose. They were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Oh, that's right. Yeah, fuck this guy. Trust him.
We agree.
So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we... I suppose if I had
Oh
to
god,
make a choice,
outbreak.
I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show, but that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs... Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best. Nay, alright, I'm done. You can let me take over. Finally, that was awful.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open the door.
Fuck! Fine, go!
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path
A world of
beyond
terror.
the
You let the terror go.
You
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it.
Nerves, heart.
I would kiss on this one. Yeah. Anyway, ads. I like how you're so nonchalant about the ads. You can't ruin me too. Jesus, get that in. Chill. Is the ad starting or not? Oh well. I'm just gonna wait until... There we go. I think that is a very good sound effect. Yeah, no, I agree. You see the ads. And welcome back. We'll continue, I think.
But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
Your turn, Vincent. Man. The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
You do not get the chance to respawn, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
We approach the mirror again. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's calling us. And not in a good way.
The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. The remains. You're unraveled. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're
Thank you for the follow, Gooey Gummy. Oh, I can't really see you. The welcome to the garage, was it, Vincent? Welcome to the garage. There we go. We are dying again.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have
That's what
only
they all
known
say.
these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are
Shower
real.
and prepare for bed. I'll leave the
Nothing is an
300
idea that
people
dwells in
lurky.
the absence of
That's okay.
something.
Have fun
But
showering
nothing
and
cannot exist on
resting.
its own. And because of that, nothing can't
Take
exist.
care. So dumb, Vincent. Fuck off. Now if you kiss the
There is a
princess,
warmth and
we'll
sadness in me at the
clip
thought
it
of
maybe, I don't know.
people. Fresh
Pretty sure we're not gonna
tears
kiss
on a
it.
winter's day.
Kiss her
They
now.
are not like us.
Probably
They do
later.
not
I don't
last.
know. Huh. Probably if we 100% it, right? That's usually the case here. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home. If I did, I would already be awake.
That's true.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
So you know about the narrator.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
That's a bit too poetic, isn't it? I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Oh, you're from Tumblr. Hello. Welcome,
You're on a
Guigumi.
path in the woods.
Oh, God damn it.
And at the You make your way up. We're not going to go through. Ignore him. He doesn't.
Yeah, we can't go back. Oh, I wonder if it's limited. I guess we...
The interior of the blade is your implement.
enter the basement.
The door to the basement.
Just
You
again.
are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think...
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Okay.
Let's talk. What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Because she
He's
doesn't know her
prin-
name. Princess, that would be adorable.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen. But okay, but actually, what has she been eating?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember
I really
much
don't
about
like
it,
how
to be
she
honest.
always go. I
I've
think
been down here for so long.
it's like she's just a vessel.
How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me.
Thank you for believing me. There's going to be plenty of time to... Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten.
Welcome,
I
Raven.
must have a name, though. Everyone
Vincent.
has a name.
Yeah. I hate when you do that. Anyway, hello, I'm Vincent, VNNZ Vocal, your local half-elven robot VTuber from Indonesia. Shout out, Ravenheart. Welcome, friends from Ravenheart. And Vincent, you just saw Khist? Hi. Hi. No, it's not. We didn't change, or Vincent didn't change. It's because we're plural. You could check what is plurality there. I am Khist. I am Vincent's headmate, which is just a fancy word of there's another person inside Vincent's head. Hello. And yeah, me and Kisty here are playing Slay the Princess. We we died a lot. I mean, that's kind of the point of the game, though, Vincent. Sadly. Yeah. Hi, Ravenheart. Hello, VTuber. Hello. Please. God, I'm just gonna be motherly. Please take a drink. Breathe. And relax as we're...
Okay, that's weird.
trying to save the princess. Kind of. I don't know anymore. Khist has been trying to avoid killing the princess, basically. Hey, what's wrong with drinking? I meant water. But if you have alcohol, you're welcome to.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully, you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
I don't think that's.
Go back
I don't think
upstairs,
that's what it
get the
meant,
blade
narrator. I would kill you, but could just.
That
keep
seems
you
like
here.
a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
No, hero. I also like that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it
This
easier
game
for
seems
both of us
interesting.
if you
It is very interesting. And very confusing too, honestly.
But if you don't,
Oh god.
I can promise
She
that
went
you'll
full hog.
regret that
God.
decision.
You have to make a choice.
Like, there's the blade.
You turn back to...
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. Fine, turn your back on me, but it won't be long before I slip these chains.
Oh god,
Slip
she's
these chains.
back to that. Oh
She
fuck.
can't, right? She has to be bluffing, but you rush up to the... Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm.
God fucking damn
Cooling
it.
flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Fuck.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
It is super bigger. Also, what the fuck is that? Oh, she cray. Cray is a understatement. Cray is a huge understatement.
Oh, you coward!
No, I don't think we can. Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Your
Fuck
eyes
it.
dart to the corner. Where is she?
Close the door behind me.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Oh wait.
Do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a
Cease
long,
Mandel.
long time. I'm very good at waiting.
My theory is the princess is a vessel for a Lovecraftian horror that we still don't understand. Because each of the iteration that we go through, she turns into something. This is horror. It's a romance horror. I feel it's very romance, but it's a tragic romance. It's horror romance horror, whichever better. Anyway, yes, it seems like we're building something. I feel it's probably a Lovecraftian horror, because each time we succeed on bringing her out, or I suppose quote unquote killing her, quote unquote, she's taken into a celestial being or something along that line. I don't know. Also, we're not a human. Yeah, we're not human.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Keep
You
waiting.
wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers.
That's true.
You barely even realize that you've started to drift off.
Oh.
Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is
Oh,
upon
she's
you,
turning into a
ripping
wolf.
into your flesh, unnaturally sharp. There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry.
but it's over. Everything goes dark,
And you die.
and you die.
Chapter 2, to peace.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to slay her.
Turn
You
over.
have already committed to my
Okay, so we
completion.
can't.
You cannot
Yes,
go
that's
further
why I
astray.
said celestial being. She's going to kill me again.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't, you're not a warning. She will lie. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when
Oh,
it
we
plays
get to
with
hunt
its
it
freedom?
now. Okay.
Or is it? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to.
That's true.
We should
No,
trust
no, that's not
nothing
true.
She tells us only
The
what
princess
we hear
legit
and
need us
smell.
to get out of the cabin.
That's a very roundabout way of maybe.
So we're a sacrificial lamb. In a
The
way.
interior of the
Yes.
cabin is
Oh,
ruinous
there's
and
the
dilapidated.
mirror again.
It feels like no one has
I
lived
wouldn't
here
say
for
it's
a long
sacrificial
time.
lamb,
Wind rushing in through cracks
but
and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture
Yeah.
of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade.
Yeah, this
perched on
always
its
changes.
edge.
This always changes. This always changes. But this is a constant. I wouldn't say sacrificial lamb. I think silently, me and Vincent talk it out as we're just a guide for the princess. Because again, we could just straight up kill her every damn time. But so far, I'm trying to avoid killing and just guide the princess out of the cabin and let the quietness eats her,
The blade
which I feel
your
is a lot more
implement.
romantic. And this
You'll
is
need
where
it if you want to do this right.
this is where think it's like heavily romance, because even on the start of the like as you start the game, the disclaimer literally says this is a love story. The person here first.
You walk up to the wall next to the base. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
I swear.
It's a mirror.
Yeah. Wipe and it's
You
gone.
reach forward and
See,
rub your
not a
hand
human.
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was and now it's gone.
Take the blade again.
You take the blade from...
Enter the basement. Okay, what changes?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle.
Honestly, Ravenheart,
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
the best Tulong didn't read about this game is, will you fix her or will you just let her be evil? Because you
She
can't fix
growls
her.
up the
There's like a
stairs.
romance route.
I can smell you.
Yes, he turns into werewolves, isn't he?
She sounds almost
Feral.
feral,
Her.
impatient, or maybe eager.
It's eager.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp
it's
earth
foresty.
floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by
Lion.
an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that
Wolf.
the room
I
might
think it's
stretch
wolf.
on forever.
I think it's
You brush
lion.
against the
Because
wide
he...
leaves of plants that surround you on all
It's
sides,
wolf. Come
seemingly
on.
the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
She's literally in front of us.
You see only a
bye-bye.
flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
No, she's something
She's
else.
certainly not just a princess.
The tail is a lion. I think it's a lion. No,
You're not
no, I think
helping.
it's... I kind of wanted to be a
It doesn't
werewolf.
matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm
God, that's
so
hot.
much more than
Stop.
you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
The fuck is that? We're finding out in 5, 4. No, she's not in chains. We don't have to kill each other, you know that.
Midair, and something enormous lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce.
Damn, that is so cool.
She is too quick to outrun, too nimble
Honestly,
to outmaneuver,
Ravenheart, you
too
missed the full
determined to
horror
overpower.
that we had a few moments
This
ago.
is her domain. I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place.
Oh, so this is where the
Thick,
4 comes from.
fibrous
Why
lining
is that your
constricts around you,
focus?
its slick surface impossible to grip.
We
Your
read
hands
the
scrabbling
content warning
uselessly at your
together. Anyway,
surroundings
content
as they
warning.
compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths
Again, we
at a
read the
time.
content warning. It's like, there's war?
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin.
Isn't this Endo?
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
That's the narrator.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there.
Very
so
much,
I
sure.
consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison.
I kind of guessed that was how
I
it works.
learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
No, actually, I don't know if we could live together if I'm like inside you.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here?
Actually,
Do you
we'll
really
see.
need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something.
No.
You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in... That is a bad thing to do.
No, I'm with the hunted with this one. Can you talk
I
to together?
understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
You could have
I
asked.
acted on my will, fledgling, and you acted on yours. The strong triumph, and the weak submit or perish.
That's a good line for ABO, sorry.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
Speak me
I'm
in.
so very, very patient. If it
I
takes
really don't want to kill her.
and lives and lives to swallow my way to freedom, then that is what I'll do.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can... We are drowning.
Oh, we're just gonna... Huh. Just screw you.
In an act of spiteful defiance, you pull your weapon to your throat, your shaking, ulcerous hand clenches. Your blood flows out, filling the tiny space inside the princess. You start to feel a waste of a good life. It's better than giving in to her.
True.
But in the end, the opinions of stray voices mean little in the grand scheme of things.
Everything goes dark.
Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
Chapter 3. The Wild.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that?
The princess.
That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
Technically, I want to say, 15 times? Probably more than 15, but I'll say 15.
I think this is our third?
Oh, in this life it's our third, yes.
That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for...
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a pass.
Shut up! The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do? We're part of her because she consumed us. Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one.
That is
but you
very
don't
peaceful,
have to be
actually.
afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
It shouldn't count as her eating us if we offed ourselves.
I mean, we were already inside the stomach, so technically, she actually ate us.
We're still here, though. And if we're safe, isn't that better? I guess this is fine. Doesn't feel half bad. Miles better than being dissolved, anyway.
True.
She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Also, it depends. Are we... When you say we're one, are we one with the Lovecraftian horror celestial thing? Or are we one as in, like, since you're a lion?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you.
God, this is so confusing.
That's not an answer to our question.
That is literally not an answer.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
See, that's the romance thing.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't want to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together.
Technically, we are.
She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
We push back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now.
That's right.
There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
She's trying to use you. After everything she's done, you should be able to see that. I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you remember what happened. How about you?
Turn inward. A glimpse of something bigger. Embrace your
fall
transformation.
inward, into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
That's
We
true.
don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same. What is he going on about? What does he know about us?
Also, I'm very curious
He
what I'll do.
can't make us quit, no matter how much he tries. He knows that talking's all he can do. Of course he's gonna try and confuse
This is
us.
so trippy because we shouldn't be playing this late at night, yeah.
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing,
You will
you
fall apart.
will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
There's a place you need to be, and you can just find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into
We're going back
nothing
to
beneath
the-
you. This place will fall apart before you find its end.
And that's okay. This is like a lot more
This
beautiful
task,
than...
whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible.
This is far more beautiful than Rusty Lake. Honestly.
All he has are words, and words aren't words.
Yeah, I could agree with that,
Really?
actually. It's a lot more existential crisis than Rusty Lake / Cube Escape. I mean, Cube Escape is more about family story, right? Yeah, true.
All the more reason to keep trying. Come on, we aren't tired yet.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I totally trust you.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
But you do find something. It's cold and smooth, and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this right now.
I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
No, stop!
Oh, damn. But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful. We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole.
This was all of us, fighting as one.
And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
But you never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her behind you, gone behind you. Memory returns. And we're back.
Where did she go? And there's that mirror.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't have thing. Screw them.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. The fuck? No, they're a crow. Huh. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh, shit. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Don't like that. that was silly. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh, the narrator is a crow? I suppose that makes sense, because we're, like, bird-like? Are you the one who wanted... So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I would ever get to
The
see you.
narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Pretty sure 6 times 2, 12, 13 worlds. Shit. What are you? Are you something like me?
I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Not really, you're like the first. Ow.
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Fucking ears does.
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Others like you, you've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been
Of
different?
course. That is by both necessity and design.
Wacky.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
That's far from what I
But
thought.
you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh no.
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial.
I don't think they
I'm
were
sure
in
many of
denial.
them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. And for all
This
I
whole
know,
game is
each of those other
existentially
versions
unpleasant.
of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
And what is my true
You're the
identity?
long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh, okay. A god? I always knew I was such a no. Are you a god?
No. In life, I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days.
But that can't be
I
good.
held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew. So I made you, and I made her, and I made this place to hold you both.
Like a storybook.
Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering. She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow,
That's
the
what it's
capacity
called,
to change.
obviously.
She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can, so I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
You weren't really convincing. That of the auto run out of questions. I'm not going to slay her.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
As the final fragment of the glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. What was this? The renderer was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Endless will bring to the network well to her. Huh. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh. Kind of shit if there literally is nothing. Ooh. I spoke too soon. You probably spoke too soon. Oh no, she's pretty. No.
I can finally see you. And you
No,
can
Debs.
finally see me.
Fine, you could take her. Debs. Yeah, you guys see me. That is actually
been
really
so
fun.
long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
This is oddly erotic too, actually. This is such a beautiful screen though.
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet
Names
thunder.
are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
I guess, what happened now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
No, I could have just tried to kill you every time.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
That is a bit too deep in it. And there's so many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walk? I mean, could just slay the friends now. We're not doing this. We're not doing the title.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Free yourself. That is oddly beautiful. God, I hate being the narrator. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Man, this is like oddly beautiful. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Pretty sure that's a stock footage. Don't ruin it. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts, to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is.
Everything, just like it always has been, and just like it always will be.
Can't believe it's an actual romance though. You and she step forward into the 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you're aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, I think. Filters. Let's do that. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. That's actually beautifully done. Huh. There are no endings, only new beginnings. Yeah, it doesn't end. The game doesn't end. Yeah. It's so it is a romance game. Also, I'm kind of. It's beautiful. True. And it took us nearly 4 hours to finish, like one route, basically. Or so I finished the game. The good ending doesn't count. Sure, this is after. So. Let's just go back. Huh. Kinda want to see the achievement. The good ending doesn't count. Which one is the good ending? curious. Yeah, well. 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 I mean, like, I suppose we could, like, play it again on later time just to see the other routes. Yeah, we could set that up, I think, yeah. And with that, I'm just gonna go to sleep. Yeah, I think that's... Ooh. Oh, that's a surprise. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I think that's it for us. There's like a lot, actually. Oh, you did it. You save everyone. Oh, you could save everyone? Huh. Oh, I guess saving everyone means you, like, actually kill her, right? I'm pretty sure that's the implication, that you actually killed her. Hey. Anywho, let's see, who could I raid? Huh? Oh. Doesn't DB streaming? There it is. Yeah, well, I guess we'll raid DB. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's it from us. Yar. I mean, tune in for the audio later tonight, because it's already Saturday for us here. Or no, not yet. Tomorrow then. Tune in for the audio tomorrow. You could check it on the YouTube. There it is. Don't forget to follow YouTube or check my other socials. I don't think there's anything else I want to say. I'm kind of curious what happened to the other stories. We'll see if we can stream that. But yeah, I think that's it from the stream. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the raids. And yeah, it's nearly 12 a.m. for me. Thanks for the stream. Yeah. God, that was actually kind of fun. That was like stupidly fun. But we're raiding my boss, DB VT, aka Dream Boyfriend. If you want to use the raid message, you're welcome to use that as a raid message. But yeah, tune in on my YouTube channel for the next audio roleplay. I think it's a gay audio roleplay. I think it's like M4M. Okay. Huh? Apparently I disconnected. That is so weird. I'm just gonna keep that. Anyway, yes, we are reading DBVT. Raid in progress. I did. Did it move? No. Eh? Are? There we go.